Are you suffering from a stiff neck that's making it difficult for you to turn your head? If you are and want to reduce that stiffness within 60 seconds, then this video is for you. My name is Phil Evans and I'm a physiotherapist here at Urban Body Physiotherapy in Solihull, where we specialise in helping the over 50s stay healthy, mobile and active. So today I'm going to be giving you two of my favourite neck exercises to relieve the stiffness in your neck that prevents you from turning your head. But before we dive into the content of today's video, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as this really helps me reach more people and you'll be the first to know when other videos are released. The exercises that I'm about to show you I have given to patients in the past, and they do offer some pretty immediate results. However, it has to be for the right kind of neck pain. I tell people all the time, not all neck pain is created equally. And depending on what's causing your pain, we need to treat that just a little bit differently. So this video is for people that have joint related neck pain like arthritis, limited range of movement, or if your neck just feels a bit stuck, or you just can't maybe rotate enough, or even it hurts when you extend your neck. As always, if you do have any referral pain or symptoms such as numbness or tingling going down your arm or shoulder, please go and get that checked out. That's not something we want to mess around with. That's something that you'd be best get checked by your GP or another health professional, and get some exercises that are right for that specific condition. So let's jump into the anatomy lesson to give you a little idea as to why these exercises are going to be effective for you. So here's our spine. We can see this top segment here is actually the base of your skull, and we're facing towards the back wall. We've got, within your neck, you've got 7 vertebrae, and we can see the top here, C1, all the way down to C7. And we've got these joints on the side here, which attach vertebrae to vertebrae, and they're called facet joints. And often, a lot of neck stiffness and pain are because of changes, arthritic changes, or stiffness through these facet joints. So when we try and turn our head, say I'm going to turn it to the right here, you can see that the skull, your head, is turning to the right. However, your vertebrae are turning to the left. So bear that in mind for the exercises that we're going to do. If we have restriction, a really restricted rotation, so say that all I can do is just turn that much and I'm getting a lot of pain, it's often to do with the top couple of vertebrae. So we've got C1 and C2. Often it's C2 that's a little bit stiff, a little bit sore. If you find that you've got more movement and you're getting your pain a little bit further around, your stiffness could be somewhere a little bit lower. So moving towards your C5, 6. Add that to some neck stiffness, muscular stiffness, tightness as well. So that just gives you a bit of an idea as to what areas that you need to work on, depending on what sort of range of movement you have or where you feel a little bit stuck, a little bit limited. Let's have a look at the exercises. So to make this exercise effective, what I need you to do is take your 2 fingers on the same side of the neck pain. So say my neck pain is on the right hand side, you're going to use your right hand. Okay? And so what I want you to do is take your 2 fingers, pop them on the back of your head, and you'll feel the base of your skull. There's a lump there. Okay, so it's roughly right on that spot there. What I need you to do then is just to drop down a couple of inches, and you'll find that there's a bit of a hole in there. And if you push down a little bit deeper, you might feel a bit of another bony point. Okay, and that point there is your C2. And as discussed, your C2 often is where you get a lot of restriction. Okay, so a little bit lower now. Then what I want you to do is just move to the right an inch, and you'll find another bony prominence on that one side. Often when you put a little bit of pressure, it's a little bit tender, and that's where the restriction is. So now we've found your C2, your facet joint on your C2. What I want you to do is just to apply some pressure, and roughly about 4 out of 10 pressure. So apply some pressure and you might feel a bit of discomfort. Don't panic if you do. I then want you to turn your head away from the pain. So we're going to turn our head to the left, keeping the pressure on throughout the whole movement. So I want you to turn as far as you are able to and then keeping that pressure, come all the way back, and then relax the pressure, and then repeat. So we're going to apply the pressure 4 out of 10. We're going to take roughly 3 seconds, keeping that pressure on, to the left, keeping that pressure on, and come back for 3 seconds and relax. And what you might find is that every time you do it, you might get a little bit further each time, and that's what we want. So what we're doing there is we are manually rotating that C2, which is often the problem area and a little bit stiff. So I want you to repeat that between 5 to 10 times, depending on how much rotation you get. This is the same principle if your pain is on the left. You just use your left 2 fingers on the left side of your neck, and again 4 out of 10 pressure, and just rotate to the right. Again, 5 to 10 repetitions. So the second exercise that I want to show you, all you need is either a small towel or a pillowcase. And I want you to just hold from one opposite corners to the other to make this as long as possible. I then want you to pop this behind your head, and depending on where your stiffness is, so as mentioned, it's often C2, but if you've got some movement, it might actually be a little bit further down. So wherever you feel your pain or your stiffness is where you need to apply the pressure from the towel. So I'm going to say that my stiffness is right at the top, and I'm really struggling to turn to the left, and I'm really restricted. So I want to pull forwards with my right hand and pull down with my left. So I'm going to just get the towel right where the soreness is, right where the restriction is. I'm going to turn as much as I can. And so from here, I'm then going to just mobilize by pulling my right hand forwards, and you'll just find that you can just start turning that little bit more. And so I'll repeat that 5-6 times, and then I'll probably move down a little bit, move down a segment, and repeat, and hopefully you can move further. So move to the end range that you can handle, and then mobilize again, and you're just tugging on that, and that is just manually mobilizing your cervical spine into that restriction, into that rotation. So I hope that's been useful. That's all I've got for you today, and thank you very much for watching, and feel free to leave a comment underneath, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.